Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Burgandy Bets. We gamble on football and we cash tickets. We got a Week 15 slate to go through. We're going to find our best bets, plays we like, player props, totals. If that's your kind of thing, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and let's get right into Week 15. First game up, the biggest game of the week, Thursday Night Football. The Kansas City Chiefs travel to SoFi Stadium to play the Chargers. Chiefs are going to be laying 3 points on the road here with the highest total of the week at 52 points. Now, for all intents and purposes, whoever wins this game will win the AFC West. This game is for the division. It is huge. Chiefs 9-4, Chargers 8-5. Now we know the Chargers went into Kansas City and defeated the Chiefs earlier this year, but these are two very different teams at this point in the season. We'll start with the Chiefs. Chiefs right now haven't lost a game since Week 8. They've covered 4 straight numbers against the spread, mostly in part of their defense. Their defense has only allowed 9 points a game over their last 3 games, 9 to each opponent. The Chargers, on the other hand, they look great as well. 3-1 in their last 4 games. Justin Herbert looks great. The offense is cooking. We knew that was going to be good. The problem here with the Chargers is their defense. Since Week 6, the Chargers have allowed 42 points, 34 points, 27, 27, 27, 37, 28, 41, and 21 to the hopeless Giants last week. I don't know. This just seems like this is a Chiefs spot here. Are the Chargers going to sweep the Chiefs 2 times in 1 year? The play has to be the Chiefs here, -3 with that defense. We know Chandler Jones, he could be on the COVID list. Not sure. We're going to have a lot of that this week, guys. You see some numbers. You can take advantage of them with books coming up and down. But then you're going to run the risk of having a player come up on COVID protocols that are going to, ruin that line. So be careful out there. For me, this game, the play has to be the Chiefs. Chiefs -3. Next position we're going to talk about this week is going to be a player prop. We're going to the New York Jets Miami Dolphins game. The player prop we're going to be looking at is going to be Jalen Waddle. 5 out of the last 8 games, guys, Jalen Waddle's had double-digit targets. A target is when the ball's thrown your way, you have a chance to catch a reception. We're going to be looking at Jalen Waddle's reception props. The last time these two teams played, it was a tied game going into the fourth quarter. The spread's now creeped up to Miami -9. Don't really like that. I am on this Jalen Waddle play. Last 3 games, he's had 9 targets, 10 targets, and 11 targets. Very sure hands, great after the catch. Now, we do have Devontae Parker coming back to the team. He did get 5 targets last week, called all 5. I really like that play as well. If your book's giving you a Devontae Parker prop around that 3.5 over, we're going to take that. They're probably going to open it up at 4.5. That's still a good look. Official play, though, for this pick will be Jalen Waddle over receptions. He's really emerged in this offense. We saw Mike Gesicki earlier in the year. If you were watching this channel, then you saw us just smashing Gesicki props week after week. We're going to go with Jalen Waddle this week. Take it. Jalen Waddle over receptions. Next game we're going to be attacking on this slate will be the Cincinnati Bengals traveling to Mile High Stadium to play the Broncos. Both these teams are 7-6, and Cincinnati is getting 2.5 points in this game. Cincinnati should be the favorite. This line's off. 5 of the 7 Denver Broncos wins have come against the Lions, the Washington football team, the Jets, the Jaguars, and the Giants. That is a terrible strength of schedule. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals swept the Pittsburgh Steelers. Say what you want about the Steelers. Still a very difficult team in your time to sweep a team in your division ever, let alone a Mike Tomlin-led team. Cincinnati Bengals also lost in overtime to the Green Bay Packers, and we just saw the San Francisco 49ers by a field goal. The strength of schedule is so much higher for the Bengals here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Denver's just going to run the ball. Since Week 10, the Bengals, after giving up that huge game to the Browns and Nick Chubb, since then, the Cincinnati Bengals gave up 80 yards on the ground to the Chargers, 50 yards on the ground to the Steelers, 70 yards on the ground to the Raiders, and now just hit 100 yards allowed to the 49ers, one of the best rushing teams in the league. Joe Burrow, I think we all know, is a much better quarterback than a Teddy Bridgewater. If the game's on the line, who do you want the ball in hand? We want Joey Burrow with the ball in his hand. Also, the Denver Broncos ranked 20th in the league in points per game. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bengals are ranked 7th in the league in points per game. You're going to give me +2.5 in this game with the Cincinnati Bengals over the Broncos? I'm going to take it. The line's off in this game. I'm hitting the money line as well. That is one of my best bets this week. We'll keep it moving. The next spot on the slate I will be attacking will be in the Carolina Panthers Buffalo Bills game. This line right now, Buffalo laying 10.5 points at home. Don't really love that. We saw Josh Allen in the walking boot after the game. He's a tough son of a bitch. He's going to be out there and playing. We're not going to have to worry about seeing Mitch Trubisky. We have the Carolina Panthers Cam Newton, PJ Walker situation. Don't really like that situation. What we do like, and what is a bet here, will be the first half under. You can get first half under 23 points right now at FanDuel, minus 120. 23 seems like an odd number, right? Well, how do we get there? 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals get us right at 23. So you can grab the 22.5. I want the 23 just because if that does happen, we get a push. We don't lose our bet, okay? A couple reasons why we like this. The Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers are number 1 and number 2 in passing yards allowed per game against them. Not going to be able to pass the ball much in this game. Buffalo doesn't run the ball either. Carolina is terrible. Now, one thing to keep in mind here, anytime you're betting an under with the Carolina Panthers, there's always a chance you get a pick 6 from Cam Newton. So keep that in mind. I think we're going to be good here. I like this play. Carolina Panthers, Buffalo Bills, under 23 points first half. Now, official plays will be in the description of the video. Go ahead and check that out. We are hitting at a good clip this year. Got a pretty good percentage. Comment to me your best play, your best pick, okay? See if we can all get on the same page here. We're a community. Everybody trying to help everybody make some money. Go ahead, drop down a comment of your favorite play this week. Listen, this is a tough card, guys. It's a short video. This is a tough slate. We got COVID breaking out everywhere. We don't even know if the Browns are going to be able to field a roster. This line went from Browns minus 6.5 earlier in this week to now the Browns are getting a point. These lines are bouncing all over. Tread lightly. I really like the plays I gave out. I'll add more once the player props come. Once again, description of the video. Guys, like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Give me a reason to keep doing this. Putting these videos out there. Doesn't cost you anything. Drop a like. Let's all get paid this weekend, guys. Okay? Christmas right around the corner. Check the description. See you.